Time for the rain. Yeehaw! Alright. Watch that stick in the middle of the river here, like halfway down that gravel run. You probably want to be left of it if you see the little haystack there. Yeah, river right's pretty shallow, so between the stick and the bank, yeah, about there, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. This is what we call the eddy pool. See the foam going in zigzag patterns. And you'll feel your boat now just start going left and then right, and don't bother fighting it. Yeah. Last year you would have seen huge eddies in here, because when it gets high, this whole pool is just, you know, swirling left, swirling right, swirling left. And you want that first left channel where you were left of the dead tree down below there. Nothing else difficult around here. Damn it. There we go. Left. Yeah, far left. Yep, that's the one. And then just stay sort of left-hand side as much as you can. Don't get washed into the trees down on the right, that's the graveyard. Still some rocks there. Six. That's the shortcut, yeah. Watch the side currents there. That right hand one's better. Right side, if you can. Okay, usually we take the left-hand chute here, but feel free, go straight and you might hit some rocks, but it's easier. I think we're okay to go straight today. Hug that right-hand side though, you will get swept left. Might be a little bit rocky, but straight ahead. Yep, perfect. That's where Moz and Jay swiped out. Yeah. I think that was from last year's race. I saw it for a while. This is where Joel turned over years and years ago on the left. Joel's Folly. Joel's Folly. Alright. Alrighty. Couple of pools and then Terminator. Yeah, that channel back up there, it's not really passable anything below this. You saw you hit some rocks even in the best line, so you've got to take that left-hand channel. But there's a huge right bend, like tight right, and now there's a tree down on the left-hand bank, and Muzz and Jace both just side on into that. And I forgot that they can't turn those things nearly as well as this, so you know, it was easy for me, but well, maybe not for everyone. Look at that rain, yes. Either side here is fine. Try and cut that corner if you want, but you'll get eddied out easy. That's the one. Yeah. There's a strong eddy there, isn't there? Woo! Oh yeah. No, haven't seen Izzy today, nah. No, well we've just been doing competency at Walyunga. Haven't seen any. There were two people on the river earlier, but it wasn't Izzy. Cheers, mate. Alrighty, pool above Terminator. You got the rhythm going well. Yeah. Woo. It's about as hard as I can paddle at the moment. Exactly, got to keep it up. Exactly, yeah, no stopping. That's the thing I don't get with people. They get tired, they get tired or they get whatever, and then they stop paddling, and it just makes it worse. I just figured out how to paddle slowly and not lose as much. Like, slow down, sure thing, but don't stop. I mean, especially with us trying to turn the thing, of course. So, used to be two enormous dead trees coming out into the river like they're about to fall on you. I think that's one of them. The other one fell in a while ago. That indicates that you're at Terminator. This is the pool above now. Do you remember your line down Terminator? Oh, it was huge, so I mean, did whatever, didn't you? Sort of like wouldn't help much. There's a new theory that we're thinking, because we used to come in by that bush and kind of like turn, come in on the I don't know, on the left-hand side of the river, or middle left, and then the water would push from the right and push you around to the left. We'll do it again today, but there's a theory that we can actually enter from the right-hand side, far right side, and cut the corner, which usually when you do that in high water, like higher than, I think you guys would have done that. You like came in from the right-hand side of the river, whereas usually you can't go there when it's low, so like the three of us yesterday went down the regular, and both Buzz and Jace again got stuck because the water will push you to the left, but you do not want to be on the left hand side halfway down because there's a branch, a really thick branch that comes out at about chest level, and last time yesterday I pushed off that with all of my might with my hand. Like I slowed down enough to push off it and I was okay, but you don't want to be there. so try and angle over to the right, but you'll get pushed to the left, and then pretty much right in the middle, at least if it's the same as yesterday, there's a big rock that's still out of the water, or still you need to miss it. So I looked at my video last night and I missed it barely on the left. I was on the left of the rock, just barely, and going right, more right sort of thing. But don't go too far right because you'll have to go over that rock. So it's sort of basically like you'll come around the corner and then decide, oh, I am too far right, I'll go right of the rock, sort of. But the last thing you want to do is go, oh, I gotta go left, oh, and now you're in the left, that log on the left. So yeah, I'll go regulation today, and I don't think there'll be an issue. And then down the bottom, there's a tree on the right-hand side. So you then, after the first little bit and the trouble, then you want to hang left and stick left after that. You'll see where I go. Okay. Yeah, assume you're okay with me leading down. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're the ones at the bottom. Not bad. I think you were too far right, but you're okay. Did you hit that rock in the middle? The one that was out of the water, like after the drop? So I managed to miss it by a tiny amount, but then had to struggle to turn right to avoid that. Did you see the log on the left-hand bank? Sorry, the big branch, yeah, part of that tree, yeah. Sort of, you think, oh, I can wash into those trees and just scrape past, but you can't. If you get washed into them there, that's a bad bit. Still, you were in the right place. Yeah, you didn't get washed into anything. I think you have good enough control to sort of turn where you need to. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Just if you hit a rock and it shoots you off to the left, then bugger. So, but you know, that shouldn't happen. Alrighty, well, 1 pull, 2 pulls, and then Bell's Thicket. Bell's Thicket's super open now too. There's nothing really above Bell's. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys come down where I come down at Bell's, right in the middle, in the approach wave, like straight down the centre there. You don't take it hard. You don't go to the sides, do you? Well, I don't think you did last year. The trouble is that there's a strong eddy that loves to spin us around. So you'll see what I do, and you sort of just have to be prepared for it, and then absolutely gun it to the left hand, that rock in the main chute. Like, you want to scrape the left hand bank with your shoulder as you come down, you know, under the bridge. It will push you right, like it's angling over to the right, and you want to be as far left as possible, but obviously facing downstream. And then as soon as you're in the main chute, the water will turn around and you'll be going directly downstream with the water. So sort of like by the time you're in the chute, it's too late and you need to be in the right place. But yeah, it's easy today. Just, you know, downstream is the key, sideways is the bad. Oh, well, if you need to, turn left. Don't try and, you know, like, if you're heading left and you've been shot off to the left, then don't worry about it. I'll probably spin out there and watch you anyway. So, I guess if you wanted to practice going straight down, then all credit, but, well, do you want me to go straight down? Because that's what you sort of would be wanting to do in the race, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, we'll try and go right. I can go right and then spin out, so I'll do that, and then once you've come down and everything's okay, I'll shoot down in front of you as you're turning the corner there. Devil slide, you won't have a problem if you're prepared, and the kind of the trick and secret with our boat is, yeah, left channel's best, yeah. At Devil Slide, you come down it, and then as you're in the drop of Devil Slide, have your left paddle in the water, scraping down the rocks, and ready to hit the hole at the bottom, well, the little, you know, the water at the bottom. If you have your left paddle in the water while you shoot through the jaws, there's pretty much no chance of capsizing, because that's the direction that you'll turn your roll into. And so you just use your paddle to stabilize. Since I started doing that, I've never had a problem, except in super high water. It's almost like it's made, jaws are made for the hopper. Because every time I go through, it looks super dangerous or looks super sketchy, and everybody messes up there. And they all try really hard, but the boat doesn't do what they want it to do, but our boats do exactly what you want them to do. Sort of, oh man, every race I get through there and I just go, yeah boy! And you're just like, hey, that was much easier, I was worried about nothing. Sort of, and then Dog's Breakfast always eats me. Oh, new line, or at least a better line, is come in where I come in, but we head right more than we used to. So basically you miss out the bad rocks and you bump down a little bit, and there's actually a rock. You go down the chute, and then in the little kind of that semi-pool below Dog's Breakfast, there's a nice rock which you'll probably hit, but you're already through the hard stuff, so just be ready for it and, you know, hit it. You'll be fine. You can go straight ahead. You don't need to make that silly S-bend that I do below Dog's Breakfast. We sort of figured out, you know, easier way down there than the past. And we used to go the left-hand side of Devil Slide, Dog's Breakfast, and that's where both of my boats got eaten up. So there's a nice sharp rock somewhere there. And in low water, that is the place to cut boats or just to scrape down. Jason got washed left yesterday and his boat almost got stuck on those rocks. Don't need to head right too far, but you'll see it's kind of like where the main flow is. And I looked at my video and thought, hang on, why aren't we going in the deep V? You know, why aren't we going where the grade school people get told to go? Yeah, it's the Thicket. We'll have plenty of time after the Thicket if you want to spin out or anything. But there used to be a tight turn here, but there's no point doing it now. I'm pretty sure it won't be lower than this for the race, so there's no need to learn the hard way. The hard way is round there, and then into this channel, but the easy way is just straight through here. All good? Alrighty, straight down, hug the left-hand side of the main chute. Good. In the water, yeah. That's good, that's okay. Oh, yeah, spin around up there. Don't come down any further. Power. Yep, you're good. All right. Yeah. Turning in moving water, getting it. Some stuff on the inside of the corner here, just watch it, take it wide, and then just straight down from here. Whoop. Ah, yeah, boy. Almost. Woo! That side. All good. Got a nice eddy here. You all good? That's what Muzz did. He had an even longer boat. Need a bit of speed. Do you want to grab the back? Okay. Okay. This little beach here where the boat is the nicest. Geez, you almost had it, eh? You got up from the first one. That first one was the one that I thought, oh, yep. And then once you got up, I thought, oh, he's done, he's good. The boat's going upstream. Oh, dear. I think that's definitely the one that once you know where the eddies are going to push you, it's a no-brainer. Like I got spun just like you did, but I knew what was going to happen, so I knew what to expect. I think there's a guy putting in at the top there. If you just, flat ground and just pour it out first, and then once it's a little bit empty, then if you pour out the first bit, it won't take as long because the bung only, like, get it flat and then just pour it out the cockpit. Oh, you got your nose a little bit. Is it okay? You smashed your nose on something, I think. Just a little cut there, like a sunglasses cut almost. I think you might have got it up at Walyunga even. I don't know, maybe here, I don't know. Yeah. Once the first bit's out, then the rest will be easier. Aha. Yee-hee. Spread deck came off okay? Yeah. I saw you struggling a little bit, and I know that feeling and that kind of like, uh-oh, I'm under the water here. Yeah. I'm fine. Oh no, wait, I'm upside down. I'm underwater. Oh, yeah. You're sort of still fighting, but you really should be trying to breathe by that point. Now, if you pick it up on that side, it's better off. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that works. Yep. Usually it's easy to just grab the cockpit and hold it up like that, but that works. I'll tell you when. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to. I can come up as well if you want. I don't mind. You'll have to put in at the pool below the main chute and do the little thing again. There's two big side wave eddy things up here, so like you got sideways. There's pretty much no way around that. Just be prepared for it. Basically, be more left than you were. Because you got sucked to the right and then you had to turn left, and you never want to turn there. You want to be straight ahead. Yes, yeah. Just before the thing, you ended up way too far on this side of the river. The water will push you to the right side where you need to be. Actually, look, I'll shoot it. Watch me shoot it. don't be on the right hand side of the right hand jaw. It will push you over. We'll both go up and stand on the bank and watch me shoot, and you'll see how I'm too far left and the water pushes me where I need to be. By the way, that's if you put the paddle in like that. No worries. I think it's only one direction that it fits in though. So, but go straight to the path, out and then up the path, yeah. Some nice lakes and things to our right, I think. And maybe a channel somewhere too, but we'll be okay through the channel. There's another lake there, okay. Maybe go up to the right, yeah. I think we'll probably cut across those flat rocks before the pool. In those super high days, there's a pretty big rapid on our left here. That's a fun one because it's filled with trees, of course. Never ever go there. This is a one that's really hard to describe because sort of a lot going on and you can't go where you should go. You have to let the water push you where you should go. Yeah, I have a strong suspicion that your boat's not brand new, like Niall was saying. It's got a fair bit of like wear marks on things that shouldn't be worn. And then patches on the bottom that like, I don't know why a new boat or, you know, weird discolorations. Can do the main chute again if you like. Yeah, exactly. It's an easier put in too, because never put in this pool. Well, I have put in this pool, but only when it's low. You know that concrete road across the river just above the chute here? You can put in right there, like not even very far up at all. And then you just have to paddle upstream a bit first, or be ready for the current. This is where all the main peak guys, when we came with the Wavehoppers for all of their first paddles, we put in there, and I think 3 of them promptly turned over as soon as they hopped in. And then we're at the approach wave there, and they all managed to wade across the approach waves and get out and self-rescue. None of them washed down the main chute, so they were all petrified. They're brand new boats. Then one guy sunk his boat at Dog's Breakfast, and we like had to wade out and wrench it off the rocks. Yeah, straight ahead. Yeah, we used to come to the other side of this when we put in at Bells, but now they've got a security camera up on the railway road there, and they don't want you to walk down the railway road anymore. Fair enough, but how do we launch? Got to come over here now. Ooh. Did you see how much it pushed you to the right in the main chute? It was pulling you all the way, like you were okay there, and yeah, you get eddied out. That's the if you need to, go back upstream and take another go. All the guys in the skis did that the other day. And I think I was even too far. Well, I even got pushed more right than what I wanted to go, but I literally powered at that rock, right at that rock, and the water slowly pulls you round, and you're never going to hit that rock, of course, on the left. So, sort of, actually, yeah, I was extreme left. I was as far left as you want to be. Okay, so yeah, we'll go up first. Obviously, be aware of the current. It's not too bad here, though. Okay. I think you're probably too slow coming down to Devil Slide there.
Yeah, I was just not quite sure.
Right, yeah, and that's the thing, that as soon as you hit those eddies, if you're not powering through the eddies, then they'll spin out, especially the back end, because you know I saw the back end coming around and I thought, oh, he's doing a muzz, you know, sort of thing. And side on above Devil's Slide there just sucks.
Forwards and then let it slide.
Yep. Yeah. And have that left paddle in the water.
Yeah, I did have that.
Oh, I saw, yeah. I think. And then the nose, the nose was a bit far, yeah. Also maybe start turning as early as you can after the main shoot if you want to make that turn right. That secondary wave, like the little ledge, you can already be turning and like get it ready. Maybe you don't push it in yet, but be ready. And then as soon as you're down that ledge, or even when you're just going down the ledge, get moving, yeah. That was as late as you wanted to turn when you turned, yeah. Yeah, but that's like a common thing for the longboats, and that's why they go left, so, you know. But left is sort of just as hard as right, so basically, you know, go whichever way is easiest. Okay, straight down through jaws, yeah? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll wait for you, but I'll keep going if you're fine. Yeah. Hey guys, how you going? Woo! Oh no. All good. Keep it straight. Yeah. Good recovery. Rudder. Yep, all good. Yep. Yeah, there you go. All the way down. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Don't cut the corner here. Take the outside, let it push you round. Yep, that's it. Yeah. Okay, dog's breakfast. Yeah, it's phony at the best of times, really. It's that approach thing which is difficult, isn't it? Alright, just Bollands elbow to go. Hello! Hey! You! Yee! Alright. Yeah, I hit rocks at the top of, whoops, there's a stick. Or a rock. One of the two. Yee. Yeah, I hit stuff at the top of Dog's Breakfast there, which is never good. Okay, excellent. Half an hour after the power boats. I might just stop here and empty my boat. This is your support crew stop anyway, so it's good to know. There's a rock in the middle of Bollands elbow there, you come down, dunk. Yeah, I've hit it, like I can't not hit it for some reason. Correct, you did the perfect line there. I'm just worried about going too far out of the current there, because there's stuff on the sides, and I have been pushed out of the current there before, and then on your own, but a devil slide there, the water just caves over my cockpit and loves to come in. You know, good line down Devil's Slide. You saw you got washed around a hell of a lot, but you kept it straight and you had you had it close enough. You can be close enough and be perfectly fine there as long as you're facing downstream. So, you know, you can be a metre to the left or a metre to, or half a metre to the left and right of perfect, but as long as you're not sideways, it's no worries. Because all the water is, again, it's that deep V, all the water's going there, so you'll get pushed there. As long as your nose ain't like facing the rocks on either side of it. That's right, yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Old boat, don't want to freaking break it. I did put in your bung, by the way. It is in. Yeah, I did it once or twice. Why is my boot so wet? Yeah, so watery. Don't get a lot of water in there, but when you stop, or I don't know, it's above the waterline, so maybe when you lean it, I guess. Yeah. All right. Whew. Feeling strong still? Yep. Try and put up with it as long as you can and see how long that is, because if it's less than an hour, if it's more than an hour or close to an hour, then no worries, you know, because you're pretty much going to be able to get out maybe every hour and a half or something, you know. So you kind of just only have to worry about a half an hour of pain. So that's that low water channel, which I love to take it, but it's difficult. That far left is the usual way, but let's watch this branch here. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, probably still go far left there in the race, a bit easier. Plenty of channels now. Alrighty, big flat rock. Boulder, I think they call it. Bell's Boulder. Couple of eddies. Yeehaw! Paddle feel about right for the boat? Like it's not too much torque needed or too long or anything? That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's probably better than it being too long and then you having sore arms because the torque is too great. I think that's the biggest trouble, is having too a paddle for like someone with twice the power, or someone that's, you know, wants huge purchase on the water, but then you can't keep up the cadence. You got to slow down the cadence, and no one can paddle at slow cadence for very long, you know. Or at least that's, you know, a really bad way to do it is slow, powerful strokes. No, you should have short, sharp, you know, sort of raise your cadence if you want to speed up. Don't raise your power. Do you have a kayaking profile on your watch? Like what sort of event, what sort of sport are you recording? Yeah. Have a look on the graph later. On my ones, or on the ones that I know, they don't record cadence for kayaking, which is pretty crazy. But if you choose stand-up paddling as the sport type, it does record cadence. Yeah. So you can switch it to SUP, and unfortunately then if you switch it back in the app later, it deletes the cadence. So all of my kayaking, I just say kayaking, Perth kayaking, and then it's known as SUP paddling, but it's got all the stats there. So if it's useful, you know, I mean, it's nice to have, but I still haven't actually used it for anything. I don't know what a good cadence is, or what I should be doing, or anything like that. Yeah. It's when I get a coach and they want to know all the details. Yeah, it's pretty much nothing to worry about until the wizard tree, which just above Upper Swan. But there's a nice big tree down in the river in front of it, so you'll see that and sort of go, oh, and the hard bits after that. So you can, yeah, try that side. That side's the high water line. It's probably okay today. I think this side's the easy one that I actually don't go here very often. Probably should. Yeah, it spits out there, I think. Yeah. It's fine. So at Upper Swan, there's another one of those channels like that lets you avoid all the hard stuff. You're welcome to take the low one and see the hard stuff so that you know what to avoid. Well, you can see it from downstream, so we'll go the easy way and then look back up at the obstruction. Got sand on my knee, scraping on the inside of the boat, damn it. That's why, yeah, clean off your knees first. Alright. Yeah, got to get on as many boat waves as you can. Saves a lot of energy. Although there won't be many this year. Course. Horses for courses. Smash it! Yeah, TG. Okay, that's the tree above the wizard tree. You can go around the left-hand side of the branches, or you can jump the trunk on the right. Well, go over the trunk on the right, it'll be completely under. In lower water, you have to go on the left there. And usually slide along the grassy bank if it's really low. So just around the corner here is the wizard tree. Welcome to Lead the Way Down. You want to be on the right side of the big tree in the middle, which is the wizard tree. But then immediately after the wizard tree, you want to go left because there's another tree like this one in front of us in the river. And you want to be on the left-hand bank when you get there. You'll see it's like 10 meters below the wizard tree. So right-hand side of the wizard tree makes it easy, and then left after that. Here, but then you'll see a tree standing up in the middle. Yeah, there are these logs in the way here. Stay in the middle here. There's one that's going to be above your head here. And then when you see the tree standing up just around the corner, right side of it. The water's going both sides of the tree. But then get ready to go left because there are things in the way. Yeah, that's the wizard tree. Right side of the tree, yeah. Oh, either side. So that tree below it, that's the one you want to be on the left-hand side of. Power past that one. Yep, go. Yep. Left-hand side. Watch the overhanging one on your right. Power. Don't get washed into it. Yep, yeah, perfect. Yeah. That's where Moz turned over on that overhanging one. Oh, it's easy now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. For our boats, it's sort of like, oh yeah, we're meters away from that thing, but you know, it's not as easy when the thing doesn't turn. That's the first place I paddled Dad's Wizard, and I pretty much was petrified and hated it. Yeah, if you take the right-hand side of the big tree above there, you don't need to worry about that bush on the left that was in the channel. But each side is fine. The right side gets shallow when it's low, so you have to go where you went. Okay, so that's obstruction 1 of 2. Now it's just the one at Upper Swan. And then we'll go down Nevs Channel above Amiens, so we won't have any issues there. If you did take the left-hand Amazon channel, you'd have issues there. Not necessary. I did it yesterday just to prove that it's still not the way. Because yeah, we'll head on past Amiens and see this blockage. Yeah, we're ripping along when we're moving, and then the stoppage, you know, if we stop anywhere, you lose so much more time than like anywhere else. That's why I realise I've, you know, finished every race and been well within cutoffs, because I don't swim. Because you still have to stop for your support crew and get your food, but then you've got extra stops every time you fall in. And, you know, injuries and repairs and whatever. Water's moving quite nicely. We're doing like almost 12 kph. Anything over 10 is pretty good. I bet you're averaging over 10 in the in your boats. on non-moving water. I suppose it's flowing a bit there, isn't it? Enough to see the difference in upstream versus downstream, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realise just upstream of you guys there's like a waterfall and rock bars and everything, isn't there? Yeah, up the Yarra. Well, they call it something falls, but I don't know if it's an actual waterfall. It's probably a trickle up there, and it's totally non-paddleable, I guess. Yep. And then I must go up one day and see the tunnels that the river flows through. That would be cool. Hopefully not paddling down those. That's the powerboat ramp. A powerboat jumped over my bow there about 5 or 6 years ago. Took off on the bank on the left and came over the top of me. They came second that year. I think this is Steve's Folly here, where Steve Charlotte got stuck under the 415. Yeah, this is Steve's here. Just stay left. Yeah. All looks so different when the water's higher. Just around the corner, and then the railway bridge will be visible. Almost there. Alrighty. Yeah, first or second channel, they're both easy as each other. And then when you get the option after here, you got a channel on the right. Take that. That's the way around the obstacle. Zoom. Yeah, lots of eddy out, lovely people eddying out here. Yeah, that right channel. Left hand side is the obstruction. Oh, come on, boat. Ooh, you're taking the obstruction, eh? Yeah. Oh, that's the hard way, yeah. I'll just show you the, yeah, there's a gap on the right hand side of the river, so hug the left bank now, as soon as you can, and then jag over to the right through the hole that you'll see appear in that tree. That's the obstruction. So sort of diagonal across to the right, you'll see a giant nice opening through the tree. You've got plenty of time, plenty of time. You actually want to be right of that stuff above it. So yeah, you can't duck that one, can you? Yeah. As I say, that's that's sort of worth trying to avoid if you have the choice, which now we do. So come, yeah, plenty of time. And space too. You can get your back, your rear around now if you need it. Yeah, this thing stuffs you up because you've got to be over here now. No, it's just not worth it. Oh, nice one. Just go backwards. Backwards is easy. Oh, backwards is easier, sorry. Push the rear out this way. And just back pedal if you can. And no, pull the rear out this way, like try and get it back parallel to the flow. If you can. We've got time. Yeah, that's what I mean. Do that. Slowly do that. And then just push off the bank. Yep, do that. Yep. And just get it parallel to the river. Once you get out of that current, it'll stop pushing you so much, and you'll be able to push behind you. Get the rear to come around by pushing behind on the bank. Push off the bank itself. Yeah. Like this. Push like that off the bank. Oh yeah. Okay. That current's going to keep pushing you. If you can get your rear past that grassy thing on your right. More like that. Yep. Just do this on the grass now. Do this. Push on the grass behind you. Yep. Now back pedal. Pull. Yep, perfect. That's it. Yes. And keep coming backwards as far as you feel comfortable. Watch the current going to pull you around. Okay, now you've got an eddy to turn if you wanted to, or keep coming back. Yep. You can push your rear into that eddy there if you need it, and it will turn you nicely. Aha. Well, that's a good skill to have, getting pummeled onto a tree. So I wasn't clear, yeah, this is the bad one, the bad side. Alright. How's it going, boys? You! Alrighty, not far now. It's like 2 or 2.5 Ks or something. There's the high water channel there. That's that shortcut that cuts off an entire paddock, and it's only been opened once in my lifetime. There's farmers' footbridges that go across it as well, so you got to watch out for these homemade bridges. Yeah. Dad's old channel from the 80s and 90s. But you can see the road there. There used to be a mattress stuck there for years. And a dead cow smell, I think. Now I'm going straight ahead here, so just watch the eddies, watch the current. Bit easier than over there. That was the old way. Not anymore. This is the good way. But it used to be too shallow and you had to go down the right there. But all the water comes here now. Yeah, right there used to be too shallow and you had to be over there. And the fanfare couldn't turn that corner, so that's the fanfare's channel, the one we just came through. Because longboats can't do the other right-hand side. Basically means you're stuffed in low water there in a fanfare. Or in a long skinny double. Oh, this one, yeah, you get washed into that thing there. Yeah, I reckon half a dozen people are going to be stuck on that thing. Oh yeah, stick here. Ew. It's definitely higher than when we came down with Muzz and Jace. That stick was about a foot out of the water for us. Wow, eddies. Yee-hee. Wow. Ooh. Now that will be a problem if it's half a metre higher. And I believe that's also falling into the river as we speak, because I don't think it was that low. Oh, maybe it was, but it wasn't that close yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, look out for that one. I think you'll get around it on that side, even if it falls in the river. You can go around the ends of the branches. Always much easier than the big thick trunks. Yep, hit that one last time. I think we take the right-hand channel down here. Come on, boat. Do what I say, boat. Alrighty, here we are. Nevs Channel. Yeah. That's Amazon Passage. It's kind of obvious it's not the way, isn't it? straight in. Easy. Could go either. Is that it? I think that's the end of the, yeah, that's it. Okay. That's usually a grassy little shoot thing. Yeah, I think take the hard turn there. It's probably easier than where we just went. It's pretty open. Used to be a bush at the end there, which always got you because it's a hard turn. So here we are. This is Amiens. So it's dead tree there, yeah. So yeah, hopefully Dad will be here, and yeah, there he is. And we'll just head down and then back up again. It's only 100 meters, 150 further. So 1:30. 2 minutes late. Sorry. We shot bells twice, so that's why. But all good, all good. Just gonna go and see the tree and meet you back here.
I think we'll both pull out that.
Yeah, true.
We do with a bit of extra paddling, but my legs are just on sleep.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, yeah.
I think I'll try and cup the pedals a little bit, have a bit of a play around, going down.
Yep, yeah. I think yeah, we can have a few short paddles, like a few half an hour to 45 minutes down at the yacht club down at Flatwater. It's not just yet, but it's coming up. Okay, that's it. Oh, no issue. Go through. We'll go through so that we know it's okay, and then turn around. I mean, jump it in the middle here. I reckon this is the easiest, but you'll have to jump it. But I mean, look. Not even a jump. Yeah. Plenty of room both sides. Yep, perfect. I like it. Yeah. Okay. I think they've taken chainsaws to a few different bits of it there by the look of it. Okay, no issue at all. Excellent. That was the biggest blockage in the river. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, Muzz got stuck on that tree here. But you can imagine if it was lower, that would be yeah. Keep it straight, too much, yeah. Yep. Use all the eddies to your advantage, so come up behind a tree and then break out from the tree at the last moment. And then try and not get washed back into that tree, like I do. Alright. Yeah. Very shallow, just go straight up here and then pop out, like, it should be very shallow, right there. Wow. Yep. Let's measure the depth when you hop out. Yeah, it's all eddy here, so there's no current now. Okay. Woo.